Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Please do like and subscribe. We have a Telegram group which is free to join. The link is below in the description of this video. Yeah, it's a good group of good people so far. So we follow Datacoin, we'll follow some other coins as well, and really like the group is quite good at giving some ideas, and then I try to give my inputs on the coins which people are following and make my analysis. So please do join, it'd be great to have you on board. What's the other thing? Yeah, I'm not a financial advisor, just giving you my thoughts and my analysis and what I'm doing, and you guys, you can choose what you want to do. So let's go back to Datacoin, a quick update. Not much has changed on the big picture. As we can see, I'm using the big chart here from CoinFreak with all the information. Just delete this a second. So we still have our bullish continuation pattern. Nothing has changed despite the big move down in crypto yesterday. We're still looking good. Okay, we understand we have a high, low, so 1, 1, 2, 2, and 3, 3. So yeah, we are good. Just take note of something. I'm looking at the daily here. I'll just go into the smaller time frames. So I want to look at the weekly quickly. Sorry. So the weekly candle closes tonight, and what do we have on this weekly candle? Right, we have a higher high, okay, and we have a higher low. So for me, this is very bullish. I think we had a huge rise. I think it was on Wednesday or Thursday last week in data to nearly 21 cents. And I think that was more about price protection, knowing that Bitcoin, the market makers know Bitcoin's going to fall, so they had to bring the price up. And yeah, the only thing I'll say that the data is, I feel like it's being delayed quite a lot, because if we look at the first two pivots, 1, 1, 2, and then 2, 2, and then this has gone on for quite a long time. It just means that when it moves, it's going to be more aggressive, but I would have preferred that it took off early, obviously. But it's okay, they have to be patient sometimes. We can see, we've got here on the weekly, again, we're looking at the candles to understand it's still bullish, nothing's changed. We do have, 1 second. Okay, there's no highlight on this chart, okay. So we have a series, forgive me, they have a series of higher lows. So we are still bullish, nothing has changed. It's looking great on the weekly. Still convinced that we're going to have a big move soon. Now things might have been delayed because of this mainnet launch, end of January. This vertical line I've marked as 10th of January. Maybe we could say it's around the 15th. I mean, we don't know the specific date. I doubt it will be the beginning of January because of Christmas and the team being away and stuff. But we could say maybe middle of January, I don't know. So I honestly believe that they will make a move before the mainnet launch. Why? Because they're gonna have, when the mainnet launches, people will be able to earn data. It's a bit like Cardano, if you remember before Shelly took off or was launched. We had some big move beforehand. So it's kind of that idea in my head. When the mainnet launches, we don't know how many coins are going to be available because the tokenomics haven't really been announced properly yet. So with 800 million coins in the market, it's easier for them with a fixed supply at the moment to make the moves now rather than later. So I'm quite convinced about it. I think we're going to get a good move very soon. Very soon means within the next month, so keep that in mind. It could be tomorrow, it could be December. It's very hard to get the timing right. Knowing where it's heading, I'm good, but to get the timing right, it's very, very difficult. So we know we've got this big pattern, bullish continuation pattern. We also know that the targets of this pattern are, let's have a look. Let me get this right. Sorry, my hands are not so straight. So we understand the targets are just over $2. $2, yeah. So I mentioned something in the group, please do join the Telegram group. So I mentioned something in the targets about a possible target around $34. I still think it's something I'm working on, using Fibonacci to kind of produce a blueprint of what's going on, because I believe that these markets are heavily manipulated, and the way things play out perfectly on Fibonacci levels and lines and Fibonacci within Fibonacci is not a coincidence. People are, or whoever is the market makers or whoever it may be, is definitely have an agenda, and they print what they want to print. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the market in general. So understand we're in a highly speculative manipulation market. They can do what they want. Why $34 is not too far-fetched. Don't worry about it. But I'm not saying we reach there tomorrow, and I honestly think there's a journey to reach there. Maybe I can explain better. Let me just remove these. So we understand that that's the first target, around $2. So what could be a possible scenario we can think about from an Elliott Waves perspective? This is on the big picture. We get the daily here shown down. So we're looking at 0, 1 or 0, 8. Right. This was our low. So that was the first wave. Right. I believe that this is the beginning of the third wave, or wave C, and we have a midway point here for the bullish continuation. So we'll probably go up, I am predicting, to around the $2 mark, just above $2. Probably from now until March, because I'm expecting March time some, like crypto in general, to have some consolidation for it to come down the market, and then we can expect a wave D. Maybe something like a 50% come down, and then we go up for wave D. And this will kind of make sense to me, because then we know that wave C, which is always the biggest wave, would have been approximately a 6,000% increase, and wave D something's wrong here, or I've made a mistake. We're talking about 6,100. Let's say we had a 50% retrace from here. Oh, sorry. That's what the mistake is. So maybe somewhere around there. Okay. 50%. That's 50% retrace, approximately. And then 3,500% probably until September, because September we know is bearish for all markets in general. So this is a kind of highly speculative idea ahead of timelines, just to give you, at the end of the day, it's illumination based on outcomes and probabilities and what's got the best odds of happening. So this is how I see it in terms of odds, what's likely. Of course, I can be wrong, I can be very wrong, but I'm just telling you my opinions at the end of the day. So this would make sense for a midway point of wave C, and then get our retracement, and then we go up hopefully. So really, amazing sort of targets if it does go to 34. I was thinking also, because in my last video I said like there's a chance to make life-changing money buying here and holding on to 34. Again, we have to think about risks. So in my mind, probably taking some profits around, you know, $1.50 to $2 might make sense. So if I sell maybe 50% of my bags in this region, then I would have easily recovered all of my initial investment plus probably 2 to 3 times my initial investment, I imagine, and then everything else that's left in the market, 50% of my bag, say, I am putting a risk on it, letting it do its thing. It's kind of risk-free because I've already made my money here from this move here. Because remember, this move here is not small. We're talking, you know, 1,500%. So we've, you know, taxed our money. So yeah, that's we take most of our profits out, or we take our profits out, like I said, plus so we take 2 to 3, 4 times our initial investment plus our investment out. Everything else goes risk-free. Happy days. I've made 3 times my money, 4 times my money, and let it take off. Let it do whatever it wants. Let it drop down. It doesn't matter because completely risk-free and it's happy days. So yeah, I think everything's looking great. Just go to the small pictures to see anything interesting. So yeah, I was kind of expecting this. I was expecting it on Bitcoin as well. So we had this hammer sort of printed. If we look at the daily, maybe in the daily it'll be more clear. So we had this hammer printed, bullish hammer, let's say, came back up halfway, almost, and now it's retracing back down the hammer. I expected that. We're still maintaining our high low, and we have the weekly candle in a few hours, I guess in about 12 hours. So if it finishes this way and it doesn't come down, whatever, then it's all good. So I expect this to come down. I've seen it sometimes Bitcoin, and then we get the bull break. It's basically just, you know, people that are longing, whatever, thinking this is it. They screw them over and then it takes off. So normal behavior, we've seen it many times on Bitcoin in the past. Keep one thing in mind, guys. Unfortunately, we have to acknowledge this. We have to acknowledge, as much as we want it to go down, as much as we don't want to suffer any losses or anything beforehand, but what we have right now is basically this confirmed. Okay, 1122 is confirmed. We do now have a 3, a new 3, yeah. So we had it here before, they're extending it, we have a 3. So this, in my opinion, is a very valid pivot. This is a very valid pivot. Why? Let's just have a quick look, sorry for my inaccuracy of the lines. Why? Because it came down, it moved, the wick or the candle moved all the way above here. So we passed this sort of marker in Fibonacci terms, meaning it's a valid pivot, and I'm hopeful. But keep this in mind, guys. If it does come down, it can, and if it does, it can come down all the way to here and still be bullish. So in terms of stop loss on my spot portfolio, it's going around this region here, around the 7 cents. So like I said before, I'm willing to lose 40-50%, right, with the chance to make 10x plus a lot more if you think about the big $34 targets for later. So it's the way it is. Unfortunately, we have to just have to hope that we get a big move here and we don't get another pivot down. I'm still quite positive. Even here we have inside of this big picture we have a 1-1. Now we've got a new 2-2. Right, so we'll probably come up 3-3, boom. That's what I've got in mind, and let's see. So yeah, this video is longer than I expected. Please again do like and subscribe to the channel, join our Telegram group, and I hope you all have a great day and take care wherever you are, and all the best.